Hi guys, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. We're outside Bramall Lane. We are actually jamming outside Bramall Lane, believe it or not. It is just a little bit to the right, somewhere. But
if you don't know, check the VAR.
Yeah, check the VAR. That's probably the best one, isn't it, Rob? It has finished Sheffield United 0, Newcastle 2. Goals from saint-maximin and Jonjo Shelvey to do with VAR. I was expecting a little signal there, but no. with the 3 points for Newcastle today. Rob, just one change, but a big change. Joe Linton was dropped and Andy Carroll started. Shocked, surprised, or were you happy?
I was happy because I think Joe Linton really needed to come out the team. It was one of those things where I think dropping him, let's see how he reacts. Because at the end of the day, just because of your price tag, you don't get a God-given right to start. And if you're not performing well, then you just don't have any right to start. So yeah, Andy Carroll, he's been knocking on the door alongside Dwight Gale. Yeah, he was one of the, I feel harsh in saying this, but he wasn't. He was one of our worst players, but he's still got a 7 out of 10 in the player rating. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that. But yeah, it's still a really good performance, holds the ball up pretty well, gets those flick-ons, target man, and Sheffield United couldn't really cope with him.
Yes. Caused trouble, didn't he, in their defence? Even with the ASM goal, causing trouble, taking the eyes of the Sheffield United's defenders and creating space for others around. So fantastic.
It was, and he got an assist as well for the second goal, which we'll touch about a little bit later on. Paul, first half, Dubravka made save after save after save after save, but then Newcastle scored about 20 minutes in, or 15 minutes in rather, through saint-maximin. You've touched a little bit about the goal. For people that's seen it, how did ASM score his first of hopefully many goals for Newcastle?
It was absolutely fantastic, and I think that Carroll deserves some credit because I do think that he caused some confusion in their box and some panic because you've got Andy Carroll in the box and the cross is coming in, so automatically you are going to sort of gravitate towards him, creating the space. A fantastic header, great goal, great celebration. Love the lad, pleased for him. That confidence that he's going to get from that as well. He's a lad who clearly cares about the club, cares about the players, cares about the fans coming all the way down here on a Thursday night. And it was just a fantastic moment and totally unexpected because we were under the cosh. So to get that, the away end went absolutely mental. Bouncing.
It was against the run of play, Rob. Yeah. And after that, Dubravka made save after save after save. Out of all,
there was another save in there.
Probably. Out of all those saves in the first...
another save in there.
Yeah, especially another save as well.
It's a big save.
Yeah. Out of all the saves that he made, was the one just before half-time with that free kick on the edge of the box probably the most important one going into half-time?
Yeah, arguably the most important, but actually I do think most important was start of the second half. It was still 1-0. Ball cross comes in and he gets absolutely clattered. He's clearly injured, suffering a bit, and Sheffield United try and make the most of that, try and capitalise on that. And then 5 seconds later he goes and makes an acrobatic save.
Superman at his best, wasn't it?
That was incredible. I was in awe.
Out on Dubravka, man. I've said this before. It's better than Superman, Batman, Batgirl, anything you want to say.
I don't know where to go from
Mint.
that.
Mint, man. Keep telling you this.
Rob,
Mint.
Yeah, Rob, do you think, again, we've talked about all these saves, but do you think that with Dubravka being so consistent this season, so steady, it gives that confidence to your back three centre-halves who had a fantastic game as well today? Even Mankiw got an assist for the first goal of the cross. Willems was comfortable. Yeah. Does he just ease all the defenders when you know you've got such a good goalkeeper in your net?
Yeah, definitely, because at the end of the day, those defenders are looking really good. Clean sheet. That's another clean sheet to add to the statistics. And that's all because of Dubravka. I wouldn't say it was predominantly because of the defenders. So, yeah, I think the defence, the whole team have Dubravka to thank for tonight. It was because of him that we've actually come away with 3 points. Not one, not none, but 3.
His distribution was a lot better as well, did you think, today? Because I think the only thing that sometimes we're a little bit critical of is his kicking, and it'll go out. But today, again, his distribution was good. He took the ball down, he took the pressure off when he needed to, and just gave the rest of the team a breather. So it wasn't just his heroics in he's saving, he's kicking, and like I said, just taking the pressure off, running down the clock here and there, was also critical and crucial in the win. An absolute major part of our victory today, take aside the goals, was Dubravka's performance. Unbelievable.
Okay, now the biggest moment of the whole game was the VAR. However, Paul, let's get that VAR sign out. Get the VAR, there we go. Right, Rob, let's talk it through, okay? Ball gets played through. Carroll flicks it on. It's Carroll that it's been flagged for offside, but Jonjo Shelvey's playing at the whistle. He's anticipating Carroll to get the flick on, runs in on goal. I'm going to just put it out there. I've only seen the replay once. He is onside, Andy Carroll. I think it's Jonny Egan that's playing him on. Or Jonny O'Connor. I do apologise who it isn't. But it's only Dean Henderson that seems to stop because he sees the flag.
Yeah.
But Jonjo Shelvey plays the whistle, puts the ball at the back of the net. And you just seem, Rob, that the longer that VAR checked it, it was more and more likely that Newcastle might be 2-0 up. And they did. So I'll put it neutral first. If you're Chris Wilder, how disappointed are you going to be with VAR on this? Because it seems that the keeper's just stopped and maybe one defender's just stopped. Or do you have to be critical because they're not playing at the whistle?
That's a pretty good question. I think, yes, there will be some slight grievance towards VAR because many people have called for its abolition, certainly for the rest of the season. But then at the end, I think predominantly as a manager, your players haven't played to the whistle. You know, because at the end of the day, yes, the linesman has flagged, he's been given offside, but there is still a possibility that Shelvey's going to put it in the back of the net, score, and a goal might be given in about next year.
You can't be critical against VAR.
No, credit where credit's due though, Paul, with the referee playing on. He was the only one that was going to play on until we see what happens.
Until you know what's right. You can't be critical with VAR. If I was Wilder, I'd be absolutely foaming.
Would you go wild?
Keeper. I would go wild. Wild in the aisles. Because the keeper, I'm sorry, but he was apologetic. It was just as if it was just a kick about with his kid or his bairn or something. That was absolutely pathetic and potentially cost them getting back in. Because at 2-0, you couldn't see them coming back in. But at 1-0, you just don't know. So I would be absolutely raging with the keeper. You play, save the ball, sort out the stuff afterwards when it's gone out and safe. VAR did its job for me. The drama, the build-up, the singing, the love from the Newcastle fans for the VAR and the chance was absolutely brilliant.
It was, wasn't it?
This is how VAR was supposed to be used for. This was the way it was intended to be used.
Yeah, for sure. I think you look at that was probably Newcastle's only opportunity. Maybe I think Almiron had a pass to Dean Henderson. I think he was just blatantly knackered and they made a few substitutions. But even the 6 minutes of injury time, we defended to a man, Paul, and if anybody deserved a clean sheet, it was our defence and our goalkeeper today, wasn't it?
I was screaming that for the last, 5-6 minutes of stoppage time. It's like, just keep clean sheet. You deserve a clean sheet. Do not put a blemish on this, because the performance for an away from home game was fantastic, and it was an absolute masterclass of how to play away from home, get the points in the bus, back up the motorway. Thanks very much, Sheffield United, South Yorkshire. See you later. That is how you do it.
It was the perfect away performance. Let's speak to the winning manager, Steve Bruce. Let's see what he had to say, courtesy of NUFC TV.
Away from home in the Premier League on a night like today against the informed team, one of the informed teams of the Premier League. We're delighted. We'll take it. I'm delighted with the spirit the team showed and the attitude. They've been terrific of late, and let's hope we can continue.
Especially the second one when it went to VAR and we got it. But the first one, Mankey's put a great ball in, and Maxi got up there and got the goal that he deserved. And then obviously Jonjo went through, and a lot of people stopped, when the flag went up. But we've looked back and it was onside, so we're delighted, and I'm even happier with the assist.
And it takes you up to 11th in the table now as well. Jonjo Shelvey's just coming.
Bigging you up, yeah, man. Bigging you up.
My one as well, right? Jonjo's just coming in there as well. It takes you up to 11th in the table now. You must be really pleased with that start to the season.
Yeah, great. I mean, we like I say, it was going to be tough. It was tough last week as well when we got the draw, but we're a good team and we showed it again tonight.
And Jonjo, your fourth goal of the season now. You just keep putting them away, but probably none as bizarre as that.
No, it was a bit weird, but I knew that he was going to win the header, and luckily he weren't lazy and he got back on side for me. But the ref said before the game if you're through on goal and the lino flags, then just to carry on. So just done what the ref told me to.
How confident were you that it was onside as you went through and put that away? Because their fans were calling for you to be shown a yellow card.
For me, I wasn't that confident, but I just listened to the ref, and you have to just do what you're told at the end of the day. And once I'm one-on-one, there's no chance I was missing.
What a beautiful dinner lady he is. A beautiful dinner lady that lad is.
And we're back. Steve Bruce will be delighted. Everybody's delighted outside Sheffield United. If you're from the Newcastle persuasion.
Happy players.
Rob, we haven't
Smiling
lost...
players.
Smiling players. Rob, we haven't lost on Amazon. And it was an Amazon performance.
Yeah, you took
by
it from me. You took it from me.
I put it out there before he actually did it. I know.
The 3 points have been an absolute steal.
They have. Steel in the Steel City, of course. Steve Bruce, was that tactically his best performance of the season so far, Rob?
Oh, you got to applaud him on the tactical front for sure. And the brave decision as well to drop your record signing. And certainly after the second goal, we looked so much comfortable. We even looked more likely to score a third. And hey, this is Sheffield United. This is the first time that they have lost by more than one goal in a league game here at Bramall Lane since January 2017.
Take it away, Rob.
Nearly 3 years.
Yeah, fantastic. That was a great start. At the minute, that puts us 11th in the table. I'm not too sure what the Arsenal Brighton scores. I did get told it was 1-0 Brighton, so the game's still playing as we're filming. So the table will be up, but again, we don't know the Arsenal score. At the minute, I think we're 11th, but that could change. Paul, 19 points. That's about halfway if you want to stay up in this division. Are the next 3 games that we've got before we play Manchester United crucial for what the second half of the season could be? We've got a nice draw in the FA Cup, Boston or Rochdale away in the third round.
What have I been saying about cup run? Come on, lads, it'd be lovely for a cup run.
If Newcastle could get, say, 6 to 7 points in the next 3 games, they'll be on 25, 26 points. You're looking at, 4 wins maybe to keep you up in the division for the rest of the season? Can Newcastle think about having a cup run alongside maybe just winning the odd game to be okay this season?
I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's Newcastle United. We are more than capable of stringing and getting results in the league and going on a cup run. It's only the Ashley mentality that is instilled in the club that makes us think that we can't have a cup run when we can. I would love a cup run because the one thing that could bring fans back, the one thing that could get a feel-good feeling more around the club and improve morale and to make us more attractive and better players in the summer is a cup run, is a cup final appearance, is doing something in the FA Cup. So please, we've suffered enough, play decent teams, get through. But like I say, in the meantime, we've got games which are perfectly there for the taking if the right Newcastle turn up with the right mentality, attack the games as they need to, and with the team spirit and everything that's going on, we can get the points on the board. What are we 5 points away from the relegation zone at the moment?
We're 5 points clear of Everton, who have just sacked Marco Silva tonight. They've got a tough run of fixtures. I think they play us on the 28th of December, but they've got the likes of Manchester City to play before the 1st of January. They've got Manchester United, they've got Chelsea, Arsenal.
Make hay while the sun is shining. Get the points in the bag, and then let's take the FA Cup bloody seriously for once. Because, like I said, we need every bit of feel-good factor at the club because obviously the shit who runs it has made it a toxic brand. But stuff like tonight, experiences like this, experiences like Spurs are what we all do it for. So come on, let's do it. Hey, there might be a statue outside of St James's for Steve Bruce if the man can just do something and win a cup or something like that.
High praise for Steve Bruce. I never thought I'd say that for Paul Rutter, but that's what you get when you beat Sheffield United 2-0 on a Thursday night. We're going to have a preview for the Southampton game before Saturday. We'll probably do outside Bramall Lane because it's not too late. But yeah, Newcastle get all 3 points. We've got the player ratings out tonight. We've got the match vlog out as well. Kyle's already done his quick thoughts back in NE29 as well. But yeah,
stealing his catchphrase.
I've got to while he's not here anyway. Kyle, you've missed a great game, but hopefully get you back for the next away game. Yeah, like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV. Get your comments in as well.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to see Newcastle win away. Hey!